All right, so we are checking out this camping table by VILLEY. This was sent to me for testing and review, but this is more than just a table. You can see it also comes with these two collapsible stools that they do have a secret where they actually light up. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys how they light up. You just have a button here, and I'll show you guys that, but you can see right here, you can just have them where they turn on normally, but they have a few different effects where, you have your white, you have your red, and then they can flash blue and red. Don't really know why you'd want to do that, but you can see here, you could have a little fun with them. But these are super easy to collapse, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so to collapse these little stools, you don't really have to grab the bottom or the top or anything. You just need to, well, you kind of do. You kind of hold on to both sides, you pull apart, and twist. And you want to twist it back, and now they are collapsed. They have these little clips that you want to fold up on one side. And so now this is collapsed. If you wanted to use the stool by itself, it does come with this carrying handle. So you could do this, but they do actually fit up underneath the table. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. I did want to point this out on the table. You can see right here, the table has a max capacity of 66 pounds, whereas the stools have a max capacity of 300 pounds. But honestly, these kind of make like the perfect card table. This does, because of how it works, because you could, one person sit on this side, one person on that side, and you have a card table. But then we also have this net right here where you could put games, board games, cards, and this just goes in place with some hooks. So you can see this little hook right here. I can see that on the camera. That's where this little net goes, and there's one on each side. So this is the underside. You can see we have these hooks to get this net off, but you can see there's actually slots for these stools here. You can see right here the half moon for each one. You just line it up and now it is there. So there you go. We have our two stools. When you're closing these legs, you want to make sure you pull up. So you do have to fold them down in order. You can see how this side has a bend. This side does not have a bend, so the non-bend side folds down first. And now you can see our table here. That's how our stools are going to remain in place, is with the legs. Whenever it's folded up, you can see right here, you want to clip. You have these little clips. Well, there's one on each side. You fold this in, and so that's going to keep the legs in place when you're carrying it. And now you have your handle here for this collapsible table and two stools. It's pretty nice that it comes, you're not just carrying just the table, you now have two seats as well. And then for me, I just tucked the little net here. I can't remember if this had an official spot or not, but I just tucked that in right there. And this is like perfect for car camping. You can play cards on here. You could even put your camping stove on here if you wanted. But I would definitely take this for a card table or for an end table for maybe some other more robust camping chairs. But being able to have two extra stools, especially ones that light up like that, is probably the coolest thing. In my opinion, that's the best thing about those stools, is they light up, and the fact that they're just attached to this table means you're not going to forget them. You're always going to have two chairs. So very nice little camping table. Definitely for car camping. There's lots of other uses, your backyard, your front yard. You're not going to want to be lugging this on a hiking trip, obviously, but any types of those situations, I could see people bringing this out to like ball games as well, like little league games, stuff like that. Any place you're going to need just a little table. It's not that big of a table, obviously, but would be perfect for two, maybe 3 or 4 people to play some card games. Maybe one person to cook some food on for like 2 or 3 people as well. But overall, great little table.